Can you guys hear me? How are you doing? I have the unboxing stop. How you guys doing tonight? Can you guys hear me? Having troubles with this live stream tonight, of course. Hey, how are you doing, Tiffany? You can hear me good? I just have the video paused. Yes, I paused it. Okay, good. You can hear me though? I was waiting to. Okay, we are good. Okay, good. Thank you. So let's unpause this video. This is the Valve Steam Deck for anybody watching. Here we go. Should start playing in a sec on your end. Are you guys seeing the video play? There we go. It took a bit. There was a bit of lag, but it looks like it's playing now. Anyways, this is the Valve Steam Deck. I just received this about a week ago, and I couldn't wait to play it, so I recorded the live stream live, or before I did the live stream, for I could play back anytime for you guys live and talk to you at the same time. So I can tell you what I'm doing. So I'm just cutting it open here, obviously. And the Valve Steam Deck can play almost any PC game, any Windows PC game, even though it has Linux on it, because Valve has created. If you didn't know this, they created a a layer that lets you play Windows games on Linux. So it says there. That's just the first card you get out. What does it say on there? Attention. And it says on the box, your games are going places, I think. Yeah, your games are going places because it's a handheld PC. It's one of the first handheld PCs out there. It can emulate any system too, from NES all the way up to PS2, GameCube, even 3DS, Wii, Xbox, which I'm trying to figure out the Xbox part still myself. And that's just if you're looking at that box there's the charger there for it, the charging brick for it. This thing can, yeah, play any game from like even Switch games all the way down to, like I said, NES, anything like any of the emulation. Any emulation that can be done, it can be done on this. And it can play any computer game out there, like as long as it's compatible with their compatibility layer that they created, which is most games, a lot of the games anyway. They're improving the compatibility with Windows games more and more. So you purchase your games on the Steam store, if you know what that is. I will skip ahead in this video here just to show you. Well, let's see here. Actually, wait. No, I'll leave it. It's going okay. I haven't had time to make a live stream or a video until now because I've been too busy playing it myself. And between that and work, I haven't had no time to make a video. It's just too fun. I can sit in bed. Oh, how do you play retro system games on the computer then? Um, Computer games? No. Okay, the retro games you can get for free. the games, the computer games you get from the Steam store. And there are free games too, as well, on the Steam store. Yes, Tiffany, there are some free games. There's lots of free games, actually. And there's some cheap games too. There's a lot of cheap games, like a lot of the, what do they call them? Um, independent studios that make games. A lot of them are fairly cheap. I've One of my favorite games I play on it right now is called Vampire Saviors, and it's only $3, and it's so addicting. And then yeah, the older games I just download myself. I can't tell you guys how to do that on here because that's not. I'll get flagged for that for sure. But I can tell you how to set it up and all that, which I can do in future videos. It's like it can, yeah, it'll play GameCube, Wii, like I said. It's just so amazing what it can play. I like the case that it has here too, by the way, that I'm showing. It it's a nice hard case that it comes with. And it has this tab on here that I'm cutting off that's like a security tab. Yep. And it's cool that they include this case because, like, not many systems include a case. Like, oh, what's this? Oh, yes. There's this that comes with it too, this little bag that I just took out. That's for the charger to go in. How much storage does it have? Well, you can add SD card, yes, and um, there's three different models that have three different storage amounts. There's the 64 gigabyte model, there's the 256 gig model, and then there's the 512 gigabyte model. They all run the just as good. Everything else is the same on them, just the storage options are different. Um, and yes, you can install games onto SD cards. Yeah, for first stream in 7 years. Well, I don't know about 7 years, but I haven't been doing it for 7 years. But my first stream in a while, that's for sure. Yeah, I went back to full time work at my job I was working at previously, so I have not been able to do any streaming or videos for a while, and I'm glad I'm able to get back into it. And this Steam Deck is going to make it easier for me to do that because I can play games anywhere. I can record a lot easier once I figure out the. It's just my capture card is not working. I think it's the actually not even the capture card. It's the thing I have between the capture card. It's the dock that I have. I need to get a better dock that works with the Steam Deck. But yeah, you can with this too. You can hook up. I'll just and that's the end of that video. I can restart it for everybody that missed the beginning. But anyways, yeah, you can hook up a keyboard, mouse. It has a full desktop. You can go add other programs and stuff like that, just like a normal computer. And because it has compatibility layers that Steam has created, you can run other, like, not just computer games, but you can run computer programs. Some of them will run through their compatibility layer that they've created. And yeah, like you can hook it up to a TV, monitor or whatever, external speakers, stuff like that. It has Bluetooth, so you can use Bluetooth controllers if you want. Bluetooth, and it's compatible with any Xbox wireless controller, PlayStation controllers. You can use Bluetooth. I don't know if I said Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth speakers, whatever. Anything Bluetooth will connect to it that you can connect Bluetooth. Anything that has Bluetooth, you can connect to it. Um, yeah, you can hook it into. You need a dock for that, so that's what I have, a dock, but mine's not the greatest, and that's why I was having trouble capturing footage for you guys tonight because I wanted to do that live. Unfortunately, my dock is really cheap and is not working for that, but they are working on making their own dock too. Also, there's other third-party docks that work really well with it. I just have not got one yet. and they're around like I think $30 or so for the good ones even. So that's not too bad. And then like yeah, you just place it in the dock, plug the cable in, and it'll hook up to it'll run on the TV is apparently so. That should be fun. I can't wait to get doing that myself. Oh, another thing. You can also, if you have like a PlayStation 5, not everybody does, but if you do, you can stream your PlayStation 5 games from your PlayStation 5 to it. So you can play PlayStation 5 portably as long as you're in your house or around your house. Um, yes, it's kind of like a Switch. And you also can use Game Pass. There's a way to set up for game streaming of Game Pass games. So Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, if you have that, you can stream many games from that. And that works so good too. I'm surprised how well that works, and you can be anywhere with that as long as you have an internet connection. You can play your Xbox Game Pass games, and you don't even have to have an Xbox for that because you can have Game Pass Ultimate and stream anywhere you want at all with this thing. There's some setup, but I can do tutorials on how to set all that up and stuff like that. I'll do that once I figure out once I get a better dock myself, then I can capture footage and stuff and show you guys better on all this. But oh, this is my newest way to play games for sure, and I the like the play way I play games most of the time now. It's not well if it depends. It's not compatible with other game systems unless the systems are cross play with computers anyway. Like as long as if you can play online with a computer with another system, then yes, they are compatible. But it depends on the game itself. Not all games support crossplay, so it depends on the game, the manufacturer if they added that in. So it's just like any other computer for that. So whatever works with crossplay, and that's the thing that's great about this is it's a normal computer really. So you even like they're planning on coming out with new ones later on down the road, but it won't matter because you still can play any of the games because it's just a computer. So it's like you can play any of the games. It's just that the newer one will be able to play some of the newer games better because it's going to be more powerful, and they won't be coming out probably for a little while. But this Steam Deck has been so successful already. They already like doubled and tripled and then quadrupled the production of how many they make. Originally, when you pre-ordered, it took about a year. I pre-ordered last year in June, I think, and I just received mine. But now, if you pre-order now, even you can get one by the end of the year or before the end of the year. My wife, she pre-ordered hers in May, I think. She's gonna get hers within the end before the end of this month, so soon. Like she probably should get it, I guess next week. So that's pretty cool. Like things have really sped up, and they're actually the average price. Okay, so I will look that up right now and tell you. I forget to get actually. That's easy. Though I have. Let's go Steam. So you go to the Steam store, by the way, and I wouldn't recommend buying it from like eBay or anything because people have jacked up the price ridiculously. So if you go to the Steam store, let's see here, I'll tell you, I forget exactly. It's like $500 for the cheapest one. I know that, and my model was 800, which is the highest end model. So, and I don't know the middle model. Let's see here. Steam Deck. Search. Steam Deck. Yeah, $500 for the lowest end model, which has 64 gigs. But you can upgrade the storage in it too. The hard drive in it easily too. It's fairly easy to do. They even have tutorials on how to do that themselves. They give you the tools on how to. You can get tutorials right from them on how to do that stuff even. So yeah, the lowest model 64 gigs is $499. Then it goes $659 for the 256 gig. and 819 for the 512, and after tax with mine was 9 something, 9, around 900 anyway. But I like, you could easily get the 64 gig one and still use SD card, micro SD cards, and have way add storage as much as you want, and you can store any, and it's plug and play, so you can pop out a SD card that has a certain amount of games on it and plug in another one as well it's on, and just jump into playing other games. If start that video, I just realized it ended. We'll let it play again. Anyway, yeah, like it's this is the one computer I recommend to anybody. Like with just a few tutorials on YouTube too, you can do anything you want with this. Like you could on a normal computer. Better, I find it better than any um, console out there right now, even because you can play it like you can play Nintendo Switch on it. So most of the games from Nintendo Switch will play on there. Not all of them, but most of them will. And like so, if you're in the market, if you want to try to get a new system or a new computer, this would be the cheapest and best way to get one that runs like everything pretty much. Like I play Elden Ring on it, which is one of the best computer games out there right now, and it runs flawlessly on there. Yes, it has a desktop for streaming TV app. Yeah, you can have it. You can get any streaming apps and stuff. There's a lot of streaming apps. You can go like right into Google Chrome and stuff, right? Like, and so any of the stuff that has a website, really, you can just watch that way too. There's you can get just about any. I have Minecraft Java on there. I've been playing that, which is amazing because Java is normally only available on computers and does not have keyboard. It doesn't have controller support normally, but you can use the control. There's like, oh, and that's the other thing. Oh, uh, they also have what's called Steam Input, which means people can create their custom controls that like can take place of a mouse keyboard or anything else. You can control you can have custom controls of whatever you want for any game. And Minecraft Java is normally mouse and keyboard only, but you can use people's profiles that are free to get and just use your controller instead, which is amazing because Java edition of Minecraft has better redstone and other better things. So that's pretty cool. And to be able to play it portably anywhere, and yeah, you can use wireless keyboard and mouse because it has Bluetooth, and gaming controllers, wireless ones, as long like PlayStation 5 controllers work. I don't know about PlayStation 4 controllers. I know PlayStation 5. A lot of Bluetooth controllers will work, and wire and Bluetooth keyboards and all that. Any because you can even hook up anything that's blue or you can hook up with like one of the docks. Even my dock works for this. You can hook up any USB thing because it adds like my dock adds 3 USB ports to it. It has a USB C on the top, and that's where you plug in your dock, and then you can hook up anything to it with that, wired or wireless through the Bluetooth. Oh, it is so cool. You're right. It is very cool. This is like the newest way of gaming. Like this is like in computing. Like this is going to be the future of computing, I believe. I like people will not be needing Windows anymore because of this, because of what Steam has come up with their own version of Linux that can run Windows games, and they're just in, like I said, like they keep improving that all the time, and like soon, like everything, eventually, most things anyway, will run with their version of Linux. Like it already runs so many things. Like it's amazing. And they just keep like they're amazing with like adding updates all the time. Like they're updating like people were complaining about things that were a little weird about it, and then like 2 days later they'd be fixed. Like YouTubers would be complaining about certain things, and then oh 2 days later, they had to make a new video saying that, oh, that's been fixed now. So, like, they are constantly supporting this thing. This is not going anywhere. I accidentally moved that video. I just noticed. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the only reason that you would want like PlayStation 5 or say Xbox over this, I'd say, is the exclusives. But Xbox doesn't really have too many exclusives that aren't available on this anyway. So they're not exclusive. And same with PlayStation for that matter now, because they're starting to come out with their games on PC, which are and like for that matter, the new one of the newest games from PlayStation, Spider-Man, they've released on Steam, and it works perfectly fine on the Steam Deck. Apparently, I haven't tried that one yet, but I've seen lots of videos of people playing that. So, and there's like Horizon Forbidden Dawn, which is also another PlayStation exclusive originally. Now it's on PC and it plays good on the Steam Deck. It's like you really don't need any of the consoles. I don't think, in my opinion. Maybe the Switch because of some of the exclusives and that might not run well on the Steam Deck still because the emulation for that is a little harder to do. That's one of the hardest things because it's newer still. It can't emulate like PlayStation 5 or Xbox either at all because those are like Xbox Series X. I mean, it can emulate the regular Xbox One, like the original Xbox, and I think even 360, but I am still trying to figure out the whole Xbox emulation on it myself, which I know people have done because I've seen videos. I can't wait to be able to show you guys. Oh, and those are like those squares on it, by the way, they're like touchpads, so they're like they take place of mouse input too. You also can hit a button combination on the thing to bring up an on-screen keyboard, and it's touchscreen too as well. I forgot to say that. Yeah, so a lot of games can use the touchscreen, and you can even in the computer part of things, like you can switch over to a desktop. Like I said, there's the gaming side of things, which is like a looks like a console. It has all your games nicely organized and stuff like that. And then you switch over to the desktop at any time, and like yeah, like you can do anything. Like I said, it's just crazy. Anyways, I think I've went on enough about this for tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night, and bye for now.